Good morning, sorry friend. This is Mitty, man. Coming back at you, Mark, with me. We had another word for the day. We give God the glory for life, health, and strength. We thank Him so much for life as well as it is. Could have been the other way, people. It's good to be on top of the ground, not under it. Nevertheless, Mitty Man come back and giving a shout out to the YouTube family and Town Harvest gang as well as the Blog Talk family. I wanted to say that this morning that in the midst of trying to check up on my email and different things, I have to manage my time because time is so important. It's very precious, people. And I had to learn to just do things which is, I had to get some priorities in line. And trying to spread yourself too thin is not a good habit to do. In other words, we need to manage things and tend to the things that needful things, first of all. And then, if there be any more time, and you can allocate as you see fit. And that is what I'm trying to do now. And my duties have really like almost doubled on me as far as the ministry is concerned, music ministry. And I don't apologize for that, and I don't feel no ways tired. That is what I do, and I put all myself into that because of the fact that it is my calling. Nevertheless, when I do have some spare time to myself, I try to enjoy my spare time in doing the things that I might want to do and I like to do outside of the ministry. So this morning was one of the times when I was trying to check my email. My network been so bad for the last 3-4 weeks. Really it's been difficult to do most of the online stuff. Facebook is a time consuming. If you get on there, if you got a lot of contacts, and if you take time out, in which I will do it because I'm not going to overlook anyone, even though I must say sometimes I feel I'm overlooked, but nevertheless I can't do what other people do. But if I got contacts on, I have a tendency I'm gonna say something, and if they have something to say, I'm gonna sit there and listen. So if you got 10, 15 contacts that you listen to and you take time out to text with them or whatever, I count it as a privilege and an honor to be able to have people that even want to conversate with me. I don't feel bad about that, but I will tell you that if you got about 20 contacts and all of them online at the same time and you trying to talk to each one of them, you're going to find yourself in a dire straits. In other words, you're going to have difficulty doing that, even though I have been guilty of trying to talk to 10 or 15 different people at the same time, and I end up typing the wrong message to the wrong people. So, I'm just saying sometimes you got to do things in moderation. But at any rate, excuse me, I wanted to say and mention this morning something that caught my eyes it caught my eyes and caught my attention so bad, so acute this morning. There's a website called GodTube.com. It's sort of similar to YouTube, but nevertheless, I have an account with them, and I got a few videos up there, but not very many, because they don't cater to people like myself. In other words, I don't have a big ministry. I'm not involved in a mega church and everything like that. So they even though they will post the videos up there, but you got to go through a lot of red tape to get them. They get them to actually host your video if you're not in the mainstream. But nevertheless, I don't feel no ways tired. I feel good about that because, in other words, I am redeemed. In other words, it's like the song said, I am redeemed. I'm bought with a price. Jesus has changed my whole life. If anybody asks you just who I am, tell them I am redeemed. So in other words, it's not what God to say, but what does Jesus say. That's what's counting. But at any rate, I wanted to just elaborate a little bit on this, what caught my attention so bad this morning. And this is a direct quote. It said, a Holy Spirit was caught on camera watching over a little girl that had leukemia, or that have leukemia. Now, if you listen to that statement on the surface, you would think that was very, very smooth and everything was good about that. It's so good about the little girl that being washed over, that is sick with this dreaded disease called leukemia. Matter of fact, they told me that leukemia what took out my great-grandmother. That's what they told me. I was in college. This was back in 1985, I believe it was. But at any rate, all of it is the devil from hell, demonics demon spirit that bringing the sickness to the body of Christ. First of all, before I go and tackle this here statement that was made, but let you know the reason why I don't like this statement, let me tackle this first. All sickness, I feel, this middleman, come from hell. All of it. Come from the curse. All of it. Every believer, I feel that we have a right for healing, for well-being in our bodies, as well as in our spirit and in our prosperity, physically and spiritually and financially. I feel we should have wellness in every area. We entitled. Every believer. Because like you say, by his stripes, we were not going to be. We were healed. So now, if you are having any kind of difficulties, and I know I have some pains and aches myself sometimes, but we must remember who we are. And like I said, I'm gonna challenge you to study about Holy Communion. If you want healing, I'm gonna ask you to study about Holy Communion. That's all I'm gonna say about that right now. I got Bible study tonight. I'm gonna elaborate some more on that. But if you need healing in your body, study about Holy Communion. For right now, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now back to the statement that God too had posted in my email this morning. What I don't like about that statement, do I not like the little girl? No, of course not. Do I not disagree? Do I disagree with the fact that she has leukemia? No, I do not. What I'm disagreeing with the statement that they put on a God tube, that was something that's supposed to depict Christianity and portray the light of in the love of Jesus Christ. They had the nerve and the audacity to put on a statement talking about a Holy Spirit. A Holy Spirit. What you talking about? A Holy Spirit, meaning that there is another Holy Spirit. That's what that implies. That implies that there could be many Holy Spirit. When you said a Holy Spirit, you are saying that this is just one or maybe many. God forbid. That's what I had about. That's what that cut me like a knife when I saw that this morning in my email. A Holy Spirit? No. Do not disrespect the Godhead like that. And then for this to be a Christian-based network, supposedly posting videos with T.D. Jakes and all of the, you know what I mean, the people of prominence. And then for you to put a statement on there or allow anybody else to put a statement up there about a Holy Spirit was called on camera, like he's some sort of thief or something. The Holy Spirit is the person. It's the third person of the Trinity. It is Jesus in you and me. And for us to disrespect the Holy Spirit like that and say a Holy Spirit, this is the danger, people. And this is what's going on right about now in our society, in our world. We're making light of everything that's based on the love of Jesus and the care of God. We are basing and we're poking fun at it. And the thing about it is, this is why we have to watch everything that got a Christian label on it may not be Christianity. Matter of fact, I was checked out of, they call it by way of the best or something. I forget the name of this thing, but this guy named Kirk Cameron and I forget the other guy name right now, but they go around and they be asking questions about, do you think you're good and everything. But it's just like I said earlier in my video, I am redeemed. I am bought with a price. Jesus have changed my life. Not me, Jesus. If anybody asks you just who I am, tell them I'm redeemed. That's all you got to tell them. Don't worry about all the degrees and what I do. Don't worry about that, because all that is nothing. Let's tell them that I'm redeemed. So in other words, when you go to these here sites like these here people that just because they got a cross in a steeple in your church and a man come down the aisle adorned in a white robe or a black robe or whatever it may be, or you got a choir stand full of people singing hymns and praises to God, that's no indication that you are hearing the true gospel. Watch out for little subtle things like this statement that I saw this morning in my email this morning. A Holy Spirit. Come on, people. Get real. This middleman's telling you, whatever you get into, if God isn't in it, please, ma'am, please, sir, come on out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. This middleman saying peace. See you tonight on Blog Talk.